Hey guys, welcome back. Bodie 101 here, and we're back in the world of Infinity. And I've been busy. I've done a couple things like that. I made that. That's what I did. Anyway, so let me give you a little tour of our new facility. Check this bad boy out. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, we got everything all. It's relatively organized. I still have to do a little bit of work on some of this stuff, but we're good. We've moved our coke oven and our blast furnace into our base, so that works out. We moved our smeltery into our base, right? And we got all our stuff here. Got our furnaces. These are kind of our extra chests, a little bit of a dump chest and whatnot. Then let's head downstairs. This is our power plant, our refinery. So we got our fermenter here. I've been making a decent amount of ethanol, a decent amount of plant oil. Been going into here, pumps out into here. That's our biodiesel. Pumped into here. This is currently shut off. And then goes into our banks. The power comes out, runs back over to these machines, and then runs up there. Then if we go up a level, this is kind of going to be our machine room. And this is something we're going to be working on today. So this is where that line comes from. The basement, we have our one sad, lonely machine, our alloy smelter. We have this, basic capacitor bank to hold some extra power. And then what I did is I did something a little different. So up here is actually where we can process our metals. So because I made this smeltery so big, and yes, it is actually bigger than it was before. I don't have quite as many tables. I think I'm missing one casting basing conveyor, but I think this works out well. So this is basically where we can process everything, which seems weird because I'm going to come back down here, but I didn't really have the room to put it down here. So we drop everything in here, we go upstairs, we take care of it. And we can probably make some sort of piping system to come down. So this is where we're going to have basically our machine room. And then when we go up top, we have a rooftop garden. This is all potatoes and industrial hemp, and that's it. And other than eating a few of these, the sole purpose of this is literally just to make power. Okay, so that's what this is for. Also, our quarry did finish, so that is the finished result. I will probably make like a few layers of sand or dirt in there and put it kind of back to how it looked. Oh, almost walked off the edge. Put it back to how it looked before, but that's how it's set up right now. So there's that. What I also did is, obviously, besides cleaning up and whatever, we got our creosote oil pumping out back here. I removed all the power lines that were running to our quarry, and I actually rerouted them here, and this is kind of cool that you can do this. So now we don't need to convert the wood into charcoal and the charcoal into power. This is completely self-sustaining. We'll probably leave just the tree farm on these because, like I said, I mean, they're good on power-wise. So we're set there. And there we go. So we got a little bit more automated. Like I said, our tree farm is now fully... The only thing we need to do, and it's not anything that we need to do worry about quickly, is I don't have saplings routed from the chest in here. So I still have to do that somewhat manually. But to be honest with you, that's really not that huge of a deal. So, man, no, this was all working out pretty well. So something I decided while I was making this that I wanted to do, and this is going to be a little different than normal, a little bit off, because once again, this isn't an HQM pack, so I don't have a book just guiding me through it, which is, to be honest, always kind of nice. What I decided I wanted to do is I wanted to make this machine room fully loaded. And what I mean by that is I want to basically make it, let's just say it, I want to try and make as many of the machines as possible. Generally, when you watch one of these, including when you play it, HQM or not, somebody's like, oh, I need this item. Like, let's say I need energetic alloy, right? So, therefore, I need to make an alloy smelter. So they'll make an alloy smelter, they'll hook it up, and then they'll make what they need. And then down the road, it'll be like, oh, I need to make this, and for this, I need this machine. They'll go make that machine, they'll hook it up, and you kind of build up your machines like that. What I'm thinking about doing is, let's go through and just craft the machines. Let's just make a bunch of machines, get them all set up in here. We'll try and make this look nice. And that way we just have them. We're ready to go. You know, I mean, we got a couple other things. There is some other stuff I want to make to probably put down here. And that's something else we will probably look into. That kind of goes into making all of our machines. So that'll kind of be an idea. But, you know, and some of the machines might be a little redundant because we're going to make them from multiple mods. So let's get started. So I'm thinking the first set, actually, no, the first thing I want to do is I want to make some of these hovering hourglasses. They're not that difficult to make. And they're actually pretty cool. I learned about this playing, what was it? What was I playing? Nope, not that. My brain just stopped. Regrowth. Streaming Regrowth. Some people help me out with this. Alright, so we got 16 of those, and I think it's 4 per, yeah. So we're going to need, what, 2, 4, 6, 8 redstone. Okay. And then we're going to need some mana steel. And we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And then we're going to need, what, 2 glass per. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So let's grab some glass. Grab 8 of this glass. And we got to run over to our mana pool, which I think I had showed you guys. I'm not sure. Oh, by the way, I went around and went torch crazy because we actually had a decent amount of coal. And this place is completely lit. There is no place in here that is not safely set. So, all right. So we're going to craft these up real quick. This is a little bit more on the magic side, but it's going to kind of help us. Okay. All right. So we're going to make up 4 of these. Perfect. Okay. And then we're going to grab some sand. And we're going to grab, let's see, 1, that's 3, so 12. All right, so let me kind of show you what these do, and we're going to have to kind of set up a process for this as well. All right, so if we take these, right, and we just set them here and here, and we'll set here and here. Now, if I take sand, and I'm using 3, and I'll explain. If I put these 3 sand in there, anytime the sand falls through, it's going to basically make a redstone signal. So you see, you can kind of get it like that, right? So every time it goes through, it's going to make a redstone signal. Now, when it can make the signal, but since there's nothing for anywhere to go here, nothing's happening. And basically, to shut it off, you just take the sand out. It's that simple, okay? Now, if I put in 2 pieces of sand, it runs faster because it takes less time for the sand to fall through. So mathematically, 2 seems a little too fast for this particular situation, but basically that's how it works. And then if we do, let's go 3 again. Now, since this takes a little while longer to run, so that's giving it the solid signal as long as it's going. And see, it stopped. So we might want to actually give that more sand. Let's go 5 in here. Okay, so, and you got to kind of experiment with it. So, all right, so let's wait for this to cool. So now once it clicks, it's going to run until the sand stops, and it's going to kind of shut it off. So, yeah, see, that made it stop. So we might want to actually, so you kind of see what I'm saying, you know, the more you add in. So it's like kind of like a redstone clock, like an actual redstone clock where you can determine how much time you want to set to it. But it doesn't click, it doesn't lag you out, nothing like that. So I thought those were kind of cool. So I wanted to set those up. I was going to make those when I was doing this, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold off. So All right, so let's get into this. Let's pop into here. We're going to go down to Ender IO. And we're going to bring this up. And we're going to kind of see what we have here. So we got generators. We got combustion generators. We really don't need to worry about this because power is kind of taken care of. Zombie generator. Let's see what this says. Consumes nutrient distillation to generate power. That's kind of cool. Really don't need power. We're kind of skipping the power stuff. So Sag Mill is going to kind of be our first one. And if you look, and we already made the alloy smelter. What are some other ones? Painting machine, crafter. I don't know. I see, the thing is, I don't know what some of these do. So I kind of want to learn what these do. Farming station. Oh, it's a farming station. They changed what it looked like. We may have to make some of those for up on the upstairs. We got wireless charger. That will come in definitely handy. Fluid tank, pressurized fluid tank, reservoir, vacuum chest. I kind of know what that is. Dimensional transceiver. What? Transfers items, fluids, and power wireless across any distance and between dimensions. That's kind of cool. So we would need an ender crystal, which we need a soul binder. So there's a perfect example. And we need Enderman soul plus a vibrant crystal, which you need vibrant alloy. So you can kind of see where, you know, some of these machines are going to be able to make power buffer, omni buffer. See, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. This is why I'm kind of excited, because I was looking through and I was like, I don't know what some of this stuff does. So there's a good chance you guys might have to help me a little bit with some of this stuff. So powered spawner, Killer Joe. What are these? Dark pressure plate. Silent. Only activates by players. Can be painted in painting machine. Invisible when painted with quite clear glass. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Big fan of that. Ender IO allows remote access to nearby blocks used with travel anchors or staff of traveling. All right, all right. So there we go. So, I mean, we're kind of getting into some of these machines. Sag Mill is definitely going to be something we want to get. Grinds. So let's kind of work on this. So what I was getting at is we're going to need some of these machine casings. So we're going to need gold nuggets, redstone, and copper. Now, we're still not doing good, I'm going to admit, on a lot of this stuff. Okay? Ore-wise. But we're going to be working towards that very, very soon. So let's get ourselves a couple of these. And then, really, is that all the redstone I got? Just give me a stack. All right. So let's make ourselves the Sag Mill. So we're going to have to make some of these here. All right, so we make 4 of those. Perfect. And then we're going to make... I need iron bars. Do I have any iron bars? I don't think I do. Our base is pretty secure, except we still get slimes that fall down. Where are you at? Oh, they better not fall onto my roof. Oh, that would annoy the hell out of me. Oh my, is there a creeper on our roof, or is that outside the wall? Oh, we're also not safe from spiders, so that happened. Okay, this is freaking me out. If he's jumping up on my roof, I would be livid. Livid. Bad guys down there? There's a zombie at our door. There he is. Okay. I don't want him messing up our farmland. Alright, so let's get back to this. So I am going to have to make some iron bars. And we'll do 16 for now. I do want to make a couple extras of these machine chassis just to save us some time later. So, alright, and then we're going to need some flint and a piston. I don't think I have any extra pistons. Let's see. So we're going to need some flint. Not a stack, we just need 3. Alright, and I don't, like I said, I don't think I have any pistons made up, but it should be pretty easy. So, I need, how many pistons did I need for this? Just 1, okay. So 3 wood, 1, 2, 3, 4, cobble, and I should have everything else. Alright, so let's do this and this. I might make up some of these machines offline. Alright, so there's that. Oh, I'm out of iron, that's why I didn't go. Need some more iron. Where's my iron? I just moved this stuff around, so I don't quite know where everything's at. Alright, there we go. All right, so we're making our Sag Mill. There we go. Perfect. Now we head upstairs, and I probably will pretty a lot of this stuff up. This is now getting power. So what's cool about the Sag Mill, and this is these two machines, this machine is going to kind of take the place of this a little bit. So if I can remember where I put, there we go. So we need copper. So if I take the copper, okay, and I come up to the Sag Mill and I throw this in, all right, so it's going to start to grind through. It makes a cool little grindy sound, right? And it will give us 2 copper dust. You smelt that up. So basically this is doubling our ores. So it's the same thing as this, but it actually obviously can't make alloys. So this is going to make it up. The cool part about the Sag Mill is we have a chance to get other items when it mills it out. So I don't know if we're going to get it right now, but we may get, like, let's see, uses. Let's find Sag Mill. So we have a chance to get gold, a 12% chance to get gold, and a 15% chance to get cobble. So even though, and that's not an option with that. That we put it in there, we just get copper. So with this, we have a chance to get more gold. And I think that is probably going to be a lot better of a situation. And then in this bad boy, we can use it as a furnace or as a alloy, basically making alloys or just processing ores. So that doubled up. Oh, we got a piece of gold and we got a piece of cobble. That was pretty cool. So we throw this in here. That'll start cooking that up. Now, one thing I do want to do real quick before we run out of time, which we actually already have, I want to look up capacitors, okay? So we have the basic capacitor, which we made. Then there's double layer capacitors, okay? But these need energetic alloy, coal dust, and 2 basic capacitors. To make energetic alloy, we just need redstone, gold, and glowstone. Do we have glowstone? Dust? Did I ever get any from the nether? I don't think I did, so we're going to have to wait on that till the next episode. So we're going to get things a lot better set up in here. We're going to get everything situated a little bit better, but we're going to kind of start working on some of the machines, and I'm excited to kind of play around with some of these again. So, but I hope you guys like the new base, the new setup, the new way we're going to do things. We're going to go a little tech heavy, because I enjoy the tech stuff, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to have a later magic part, because they've done a really good job on integrating the magic and the tech. So, and admittedly, I know more about the tech than I know about the magic stuff. So let's just go down here real quick and make sure our power is still looking good. Oh yeah, we're fine. These aren't even being touched yet. So, all right, guys. Well, there we go. We got it situated. We got it set up. I have some other plans of stuff we're going to be working on. I kind of just want to look at the machines, because some of the other mods, real quick. Of course, I'm going to get Draconic Evolution. I'm not going to get into AE quite yet. Like Buildcraft Factory. So we got, mining well, pump, floodgate, some stuff that a lot of that I actually haven't played with. Buildcraft Robotics, Buildcraft Silicone, Buildcraft Transport. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there. Ender Tech is some stuff we can get into, which is going to actually be pretty cool. Some Ender Tanks and whatnot. The redstone exchangers. Extra cells. What is this for? I don't even know what some of this stuff does. I want to learn. Extra utilities, I believe, has some machines in it, like the QED and things along those lines. But yeah, I mean, there's some stuff in your gravitation, I don't know what that says. Genetics, that kind of stuff. Funky locomotion. I haven't really messed with this stuff, so Even I think it has like Steve's carts, which is something I haven't played with. But of course, you know, all the other stuff here. So we're going to mess with a lot of that stuff, really kind of get into that. So, all right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the comments section. And until the next episode of Infinity, I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out. And from the big box, we will see you guys next time. Bye!